Namaste, guys. Good morning. Welcome to another session of chair yoga. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. Our breathing practice today is going to be by streak of breath, but with arm movement. And we'll alternate rather than the normal one, which is two arms working together. We'll inhale, exhale, and then work to the other side. Inhale, exhale. So it'll be just getting some warmth into the body with that. Okay, sliding your way to the back of the chair, bringing the spine up nice and tall and straight. Try not to lean on the back of the chair. Hold the chair slightly forward, hold that height in the body, bring your hands into your lap. Left hand down, right hand on top of it. And then closing the eyes, take a deep, tall breath, lift that length into the spine. And on the exhale, let the shoulders soften, feel the weight of the arms resting to the thighs. And look to relax into the body. And then looking to bring the mind closely into the practice. We want the mind to connect with the body for the next hour. Working through the senses, come to listen intently. Let that listening be in the area where you are. Hear all sounds around you. If there are any obvious noises, try and listen past those to softer, more subtle sounds. Bring that listening back to the body now and hear the sound of your breathing. Focus closely on the path of the breath and see if there's maybe more than one place where you can hear sound. With the next in-breath, let the awareness travel down to the chest. And as you breathe, feel that rise and fall in the body. Feel the change in contact with your clothing as the chest falls and as the chest empties. Take the awareness down to the surface of the belly. Again, feeling the touch of the clothing to the skin. And then notice any movement in the belly that is connected to the breath. Take your awareness underneath you, feeling the rooting down of the sits bones to the chair, feeling the contact of the buttocks and the thighs onto the seat of the chair. And let the awareness drop down through the calf muscles, down to the heels of the feet, underneath into the sole of the foot. Feel that connection of the foot to the earth. Squeeze the toes down and just feel the touch of each of your toes onto the ground. Moving the awareness up through the front of the body, through any exposed skin. Just feel the touch of the air against your body. Bring the awareness up to the hands. Feel the touch of the air on the hands. Lift the awareness up to the lips. Take a lick of your lips. See if there's any taste to be found there. And then come up to the nostrils, feeling the movement of the air in and out of the nose. Focusing closely, see if you can find a temperature difference between the inhale and the exhale. And then breathing tall on the next in-breath. Again, lift the crown of the head high. Exhale, relax the shoulders. 3 arms, easy inhale. Easy breathing. You're preparing for Bhastrika breath. Move a little forward on the seat so the back movement is hindered by the back of your chair. Bring your hands up to your shoulders with the palms facing skyward. Remember, inhale, exhale one side and then swap over to the other side. Exhale and start. Three more, two more, one more. Bring the hands down, back into your lap. Allow the body to breathe as it needs to. Take the attention to the nose and the lips and just feel the sensations in that area. Our breath retention will be in the normal way, aiming to hold to my count of 30. Do you remember though that after Bhastrika breath, holding of the breath is not as easy as normal, so don't be surprised if you don't reach the numbers that you normally do. Exhale, take an easy inhale, hold and relax. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 30. Release. Breathe easy. Breathe into the chest again, up in the front of the body. Keep the head high. And as you exhale, let that chin close to the chest. Open the eyes. Bring the hands to the top of the knees. Okay, focusing on giving all the way to the head, to the neck. So feel the head dropping forward. Feel the chin closing into the chest. Roll your shoulders back. Look for that length on the back of the neck. Get lifting the gaze, lifting the chin. Keep the lips against each other. Push the chin high. And can shift the chin to small movement side to side. Feel the stretch on the skin of the throat. Good. Soften, come down to horizontal, turning your chin to look over the right shoulder. Try and line the chin up with the shoulder and then use the eyes to help that movement. Try and see the chair behind you. Good. Releasing around through center to the other side. Use the eyes again. And release, come back around to center. Okay, keeping the gaze straight forward. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Then have a little bit of awareness of lifting the chin and lifting the gaze to the roof. Reach the left arm out to the side. Really push down to the fingertips. And then let that hand and arm drop. Relax into the arm. Use the weight of the arm to drop the shoulder and to deepen that stretch. And your hand back to knee, head to upright. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Let the weight of the head drop to the side. And lift the chin a little. Lift the gaze to look up to the roof. Reach the right arm out. Work down to those fingertips. And then lower the arm, relaxing into it, giving the weight of the arm to the shoulder. And using that to deepen the length on the side of the neck. And nice work, lifting up to center. Just let your head move wherever you feel it needs to go. And then let the chin drop back to the chest. Shift yourself forward to the front of your seat. Push the heart back. Push the belly button back around into the back. Squeeze the shoulders down towards the hips. Then lift the heart forward. Open up. Reach the chest towards the sky. Good. Lean forward from that position so the chest comes forward. Keep the head up. Slowly rotate over to the right hand side. Around to the back. Let the arms go long. Lean back so you're pulling onto your knees. And then over to the left. Looking for a nice full rotation. Have the awareness on the crown of your head. And try and draw as big a circle as you can with the top of your head. Rolling it all the way around. Next time you're down at the front, pause there for a moment and then change direction, moving to the left, taking the head out to the side, leaning back over to the right, around to the front. Full movement, waking up the body. You can breathe with the movements. Inhale as you go back, fill those lungs, and exhale as you come forward. One more round. And exhale out to the front, lift the head, draw the chest forward, arch into the back, look to lift the head a little higher. Good, closing the chin into the chest, push the belly button and the heart back, squeeze the shoulders down towards the hips. Lifting, coming up to the top. Fingertips onto the shoulders and a gentle squeeze of the elbows together. Hold that touch and push the elbows forward, round into the back. Head open out to the side and squeeze the shoulder blades together behind, taking the elbows to the back. And bring the elbows forward so they are in line with the shoulders. Lift one and drop one, and then rotate in the same direction from that position, out of alignment. And the one that comes forward, draw that shoulder forward, draw the other shoulder back. The next time your left elbow is in the front, pause and hold there, and then change the direction, rotating backwards now. And come to stop again with both elbows in the front. Look for that little squeeze to touch. Push the elbows forward. Head open out to the side. Squeeze deep into the shoulders. Shoulder blades trying to touch each other. Head open the arms out to the side. Full length into the arm. Turn the palms up to the sky. Reach for that length through the arms. Feel the forearms, the muscles squeezing onto the bone as you push the hands away from each other. Roll the thumbs up over the top so the palms are down, reach away again. Good. Lift the thumbs to the sky. Take an inhale here. As we exhale, twist to the right. And as you inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale and exhale. Keep that movement going with the breath. And on each exhale, try and line the arms up at the center of your chair. Line the arms up with your legs and try and get the shoulders to stay in line with the arms. So nice deep twist on each extreme. Take one more complete round. And back to center. Lifting the hands, holding the awareness in the thumbs, bringing the thumb tips to touch without looking at them, and then pushing thumbs high up to the sky. Look up to your hands, take the hands back in the space that you can see, keep the gaze up there. Good. Come back up to center, let the gaze come forward. Push the fingertips high again, take a deep in breath, and on an exhale, let the arms drop. Just shake out into your arms, all the way down to your fingers. Good, nice work. Okay, shifting back on your chair, bring the left foot up onto the chair, hug and bind into that left leg, and lift the height into your back. So try not to lean onto the back of the chair. Bring the body forward, hold that bind. Connect with the right foot, lift the foot away from the floor, gaze down to the foot and play into the toes, squeezing the toes down, and then lifting, drawing them back, close and open, close and open. Come to stop with them drawing back to the knee, then look to find a connection to separate the toes. So you're going to take the little toe away from the big toe and open up distance between each of them. Get nice work, draw the little toe down towards the floor. Look for that rotation up into the hip. Keep pushing the heel away. And then come back to center and turn the big toe inward as far as you can. Okay, back to straight. Lift yourself up high. Look to take the weight across to the left-hand side and lift that leg a little higher. If you can, bring it up off the chair. That's great. Take it up there. Good. Then drop the hands down behind your knee. Look for a little bit more support. Try and lift the foot a little bit higher again. If you're close enough and you can reach to bind to your big toe, take the bind onto the big toe. Lift tall into the chest and let the heel push away from you. Open into the back of the knee. Good. Releasing. Let that foot come down to the floor. Okay, let the left knee open to the side. Bring your body inside of your knee and just reach forward and take the elbow outside of the shin. Draw the elbow back, draw the body through. Reach the right hand down, trying to touch the floor with the right hand. Good. Hands onto knee, lift up. Keep that left foot down to the floor. Bring the right foot up, heel onto the chair. Get yourself nice and comfortable and square. Hug into that knee, lift the heart high. You're not leaning on the back of the chair. You're activating the core to generate the height and the spaciousness in the spine, and then bringing the heart forward. And lifting that left foot, connecting with your foot, drawing the toes down and open, down and open. Just feel that movement, feel the squeeze in the sole of the foot as you draw the toes down and the opening as you lift them towards the knee. Then pull them up towards your knee. Look to find that separation in the toes. Take the little toe away from the big toe. And pull the little toe down towards the floor. And lift the big toe up over the top. Pull it into the middle. Good. Push through the heel. Look to lift that leg a little higher. If you can lift it from the chair, great. Take it up. Notice if you've got into leaning back, hug to the knee, keep that leg up and the back off the back of the chair. And then offer some assistance behind the knee. Lift the foot up a little bit higher, maybe slide the hands down the calf. And if you're close enough to reach for a bind, by all means go for a bind to the toe. Push the leg out to straight. Lift high into the chest. Feel that length in the back of your leg. And nice work. Release down. Okay, shuffle forward again on your chair. Open the feet a little bit wider than the shoulders. Come forward, rest onto the elbows. Bring the heart through to the front. This arching into the back. So we're dropping the belly button towards the floor, pulling the heart forward, lifting the crown of the head high. Lift the gaze, look to the roof, and just feel that deep arching in the back. Okay, then lower the chin. Reach the hands down towards the floor. If the fingertips just reach the mat, that's fine. If you're able to come flat down onto the palms, that's fine. Let's rest the body forward. The legs are open, so the body's through between the thighs. Drop your chin into your chest. And if there is the space, soften into the elbows. Let the elbows push through underneath your chair. Let the crown of the head drop low. And push your way up. Hands up onto the knees. Come up slowly. Allow that blood to drain back into the body. Continuing to the right on your chair, sitting on the front of the chair. Take a bind to the back of the chair with your arm, and then reach down with the front arm. Bind to your foot if you can. Lift your foot, bring the heel to touch the bum, and push the knee straight down. If you want to take that stretch a little deeper, then push your foot away from the body. Use the arm to pull the foot backwards and push the knee backwards as well. And soften back to center. Release that foot. Open your foot out to the front. Get yourself nicely lined up so you're sideways onto your chair. Your back arm is holding onto the back of the chair. Outside hand is to the outside of the leg. Lift tall on an inhale. As you exhale, allow yourself to slide down there using the back of the chair as support for this movement. Tuck the chin in towards the chest, and then lift the chin, lift the gaze up to the roof. So we stay on the side of the body. If you feel comfortable and safe in this position, you can reach the back hand up towards the sky, and then release it overhead to take you a little deeper. Lift on up, come on up to center. Bring that leg back in, come out onto your toes. Reach the outside arm skyward this time. And then fold that hand overhead. Let the hips drop the outside and draw the shoulders inward so we're into the side bend. Top hand is reaching over the back of the chair. Again, emphasis on keeping that top elbow up, chin into the chest and looking up to the roof. And come on up to straight and release. Okay, swinging around to the other side. Sitting on the outside of the chair, binding to the back of the chair, dropping that outside knee and into the foot. Pull your foot forward, try and feel the heel touching the bum. Knees low, lift into the chest. Taking that a little deeper, push the foot away. Use the arm to draw your foot behind you. Take the knee backwards. Okay, bring the knee forward, release the foot, take that leg out to the front, toes pointing forward, the little toe reaching down to the ground. The outside hand is on the outside of your knee. I lift into the chest. Lean your way out, sliding that hand down your leg. Using the back of the chair for support if you need it. If you feel safe and comfortable, then reach that back hand skyward. Bring your hand overhead, look to fold a little deeper. Check in with that top elbow, lift it, open it. Bring the chin in towards the armpit and turn your gaze up to the roof. Good. Lift the top hand, come back up to center, back arm onto the chair. Bring the front leg in, bring the toes onto the floor. Outside arm, raise that up high. Again, lift into the front of the body and then fold towards the back of the chair. The hips can drop as if they're going to fall off the front of the chair. Reach your hand overhead, chin to the armpit again, gaze up to the roof. Yeah, nice way. Come on up to straight. And release back around to the front. Sitting right on the front of the chair. Feet open to the side of the mat. Hands to knees. Inhale to the chest. Exhale, bring the chest forward. Feel the belly button coming with it. Use each exhale to take you down a little deeper. Keep the hands on top of the knees to start. And exhale down, exhale down, exhale down. Taking the shoulders as low as you can. Feeling the elbows pushing skyward, but dropping into the shoulders. Feeling that crease between the shoulder blades, chin into the chest. Let the body drop as low as it can here. Try and keep the elbows slightly forward. Just notice the release into the shoulders. And then release the hands to the floor, back of your hands onto the mat, and push the hands away underneath the chair, allowing yourself to come down as far as you can. Bring the hands forward on the mat, lift, and hands to the knees, lift again, come on up nice and slow. Take a moment at the top, let the blood drain back into the body. Okay, sitting towards the front of the chair, bringing the left foot up onto the top of the right knee. Left hand on top of the knee, right hand binding around the inside of the foot. Lift high into the chest, encourage that knee down towards the mat. And then start to lean forward slightly. We're bringing the front of the body forward again, trying to take the chest past the shin. Keep the gaze lifted. Each exhale drops you a little further forward. When you feel that the stretch is enough, pause there. Just check that the neck and shoulders are soft. There's no need for any tension to be in the upper body. Take the awareness to that area where you feel you're getting the stretch. Breathe to it, imagining that the breath is filling those muscles that are needing to stretch. And the exhale, as that release happens, feel the muscles lengthen, let go, release. And if you can, drop a little further forward. If that feels like enough enjoyment in this pose, then stay there. If you want to reach for a little bit more, take the hands forward, outside of your knee, outside of your ankle. Work them down towards the floor and hang a little closer to your shin. The end of the movement, the chin can come to the chest and the weight of the head can drop. Keep checking though that the shoulders are relaxed and loose. Just breathe into that hip, trusting that it's letting go and releasing. You bring your hands back up onto your leg. Lift the body again, come up. Take the right hand across to the left knee. Hook the left elbow onto the back of the chair. Inhale yourself tall. As you exhale, work to the twist. Try not to lift that front knee. Keep the hand on top of the knee so you keep your knee down, but use that right arm to assist pulling that right shoulder forward. Release from the twist, come back around. Take the left hand across, bind to the inside of your foot. Hook the right arm onto the back of the chair. Inhale yourself tall. Exhale again, move the shoulders into the twist. Keep that arm hooked on the back of the chair. Release your gaze to the front. Lift that front foot and then open your foot around to the left-hand side. Keep the arm on the back of the chair though. Take your leg around as far as you can and turn the gaze around the left shoulder. Good. Keeping the foot lifted, come back to the front. Release from the back of the chair. Bind around the outside of your foot. Lift your foot up to the height of the heart and gently work that foot back towards the chest. If you're feeling adventurous and you want to go a little deeper, you can take the foot up higher and try and reach your big toe onto the middle of the forehead, onto the third eye. Remember, you're just working with where your body is today, and wherever that is okay. Right, release, bring the foot down to the floor. Midway on your chair, left foot up, bind to the foot, bind to the top of the knee, open up, front of the body, lean forward, invite that belly button to come forward as well, and then the chest to come past the knee. Each exhale takes you a little further forward. Keep releasing. Okay, when you find the stretch, it's just starting to bring a smile to your face. Pause there. Check that neck and shoulders are soft. Work with the breath. Breathe into the hip. Use the exhale to encourage the release. And slowly soften some more. Keep reaching that chest towards the shin. At the end of the movement, you can soften into the neck. And if you want to take the arms forward, you can reach the hands down towards the floor, taking the arms in front of the ankle, in front of the knee, dropping towards the ground. Exhale down into it. Again, check the shoulders are soft, check the neck is relaxed. Breathe to the hip. Lift the hand to foot, hand to knee. Assist the body up to upright, nice and slow. You need to take a moment before twisting. Then working into the twist, taking the right arm to the back of the chair, the left hand to your knee, hand on top of the knee to keep the knee down. Inhale tall, exhale, let that movement go. Release from the bind, release the twist. Bring the right hand across, bind in to the sole of the foot, reach the left hand onto the chair. Inhale yourself tall, exhale this time to the left, working into the twist. Keep the left arm hooked to the chair, turn your gaze to the front, lift your foot, and then open the foot around to the right hand side, as far as it'll go. Turn the gaze over the right shoulder again. And then release and come back around to the front. Keep the foot up. Bring both hands to bind around the little toe. Lift the foot up to the height of the heart. Draw your foot back. Let the knee open to the side. Keep the chest up high, the crown of the head high. Good. And if you want to venture a little bit further, bring the foot up a little bit higher. Try and bring the big toe to your forehead. And releasing it slowly. Let your foot come down to the floor. Okay, nice work. Coming to the front of the chair, turning to the left. Extend that right leg back. As you push your right leg away, let the upper body fall. Bring your hands down onto the mat and come up into a lunge on that back leg. So as straight as we can get in the back leg. Okay, still sitting to the chair. Hold that position. Reaching the back hand up behind the chair, lifting it up, come into the rotation, into the twist. Push the top hand high. Try and find a straight line through your arms and your shoulders. Keep the chin tucked in and the gaze turned to the roof. Notice if that back knee is softening, keep pushing the heel over the toes. Keep it as straight as you can. Lowering the top hand down, bring it back to the mat. And open the front arm, lift and open. Turn the heart up to the sky, turn your gaze up to the sky. Yeah, lowering slowly, bring the hand on down. Okay, both hands onto the knee. Keep the back leg lifted, the back knee straight, slowly. Bring the body up to upright. And lifting to the top. And hook the back arm onto the chair. Release the outside arm. Take it up. Reach to the sky. You're comfortable there and you want to reach the back arm up, you can take both arms up. And if you're still happy in the pose, look to lift from the chair. Nice work. Remember, you can come back to the chair whenever you need it. Transitioning to warrior two. One arm back, one arm forward. Staying high in the lunge. Holding the balance. Yeah, then floating forward, elbow down to your knee. Back hand coming up overhead. Straight line along the side of the body. Chin tucked into the armpit. Gaze lifted to the sky. Good. Lift the top hand skyward. If you are up from the chair, come back to sit onto the chair. Reach that back hand down. Come up on and onto the front knee. Reaching down to the back knee. Lifting that front arm. Good. Nice work. Hold it on forward. Come all the way down. Soften that back leg. Come back on up. Okay, one more time, release the front of the thigh, take the bind to the foot, squeeze the heel into the bum, push the foot away, and release. Okay, swiveling around to the other side. Outside buttock is off the chair. As you extend the leg, bring the body down to the mat. Look to find that nice separation of the feet so you can get your back leg straight. And maybe lift off the chair as well. But for the twist, stay on the chair. Opening up the back arm. Lift and reach again. Right up to the roof. Pushing the floor away. Keeping the back leg as straight as you can. And bring that top hand down. Rolling up into the front and left. Try and open up into the chest. Try and get the hands directly above each other. And bring the hands down. Left hands onto the knee. Bring your way up. You can lift from the chair. If you need to, hook the arm onto the back of the chair. Lift the outside hand skyward. If you're happy there, lift both hands skyward. Hold the pose. Good, staying on the back toes. Open up to Warrior Two. High lunge, Warrior Two. Good, fold it on forward, elbow to knee. Back arm comes up over the top. Good, if you need to, sit back to the chair. Up to upright. Take that back hand down. Lift. Okay, soften your way forward. Down to the mat. Let that back knee soften. Arm up onto the chair. Come up to upright again. Just stretch out the front of that leg. Heel into bum. Be nice and low. Push your foot away behind. And release. Okay, swiveling back to the front. Feet wide open again. Hands to knees. Deep in breath. Open the front of the body. Bring your way through between legs. Drop the hands to the floor. Back of the hands onto the mat. Push them away underneath the chair. And let the body come down as low as it can. Drop the crown of the head to the floor. And just breathe into the pose for a moment. Good. Hands to the mat. Lifting slowly. Come on up to the top. Take a moment here. Let the blood come back into the body. And lifting, come on up, come to stand behind your chair. Hands onto the top of the chair. Walk your way back, keeping the hips above the ankles. And allowing the shoulders to drop to the height of the hands. Let the head drop through between the arms. And push the weight back onto your heels. Lift the toes. Adjusting so the weight is onto your left foot. Extend the right leg away behind. Lifting the foot to the height of the hip if you can. Putting the toes back towards you. Turn the toes inward so we try and keep the hips the same height from the floor. And lift the back of the knee. Good. Releasing slowly. Bring that leg down. Weight into the right leg. Left leg extends away behind. Keep the toes drawn towards you and inward. Lift the heel. And bring the leg up to the height of your hip. Hold it there. Extend into the arms. Good, soften. Bring the foot back down to the floor. Walk halfway back towards the chair. Fingertips onto the back of the chair. Come up to stand tall. Bring that right knee forward between the hands. Lift. Lift the toes. Lift the knee as high as you can. Good. Then drop the knee. Take it underneath that right arm out to the side. Lift again as high as you can. Good. Lift your foot. Turn the knee inward. And then reach back to bind to the foot. Let the knee drop low. Draw that heel in towards your bum. Good. Folding forward. Push the leg away behind. Lift the foot. Good. Soften on down. Down to the mat. Hands to the chair again. Bring the left knee forward, lift it as high as you can. Drop your knee under your arm, take it out to the side, lift again. And then lift the foot, turn the knee inward, reach back to bind. Lift high into the chest. As you fall forward, you lift that foot behind. Good, slowly soften, coming back on up to the top. Release the foot. Fingertips to the top of the chair, push up high onto your toes. Okay. Point the tailbone down towards the ground and soften into the knees, just coming into a squat to a position where you're comfortable with the amount of weight the legs are taking. Hold it there. Okay, push on up tall again, taking it up as high as you can. Deep in breath at the top. And on the exhale, release the heels to the floor. Okay, turning to the side. In the back of the chair, we'll come into tree pose. So the leg away from the chair. Bring that foot up to the inner thigh if you can. If you need to bind, bring it up above the knee. If you can't get it above your knee, then rather keep it on the calf muscle. Or if you want to play with the balance and you're not too confident with the balance, then just the heel above your ankle and the toes can stay onto the floor. Okay, so wherever you're happy, bring the foot up to that position. Opening up the arm on that side, lift and reach the arm up to 45 degrees. If you want to check in with the balance, keep the hand close to the chair, so if you need it, it's there. If you're comfortable with the balance, then look to bring both arms up to the top. Reaching up to the fingertips, so there's length in the arms, expanse in the chest, and look to find the balance. In tree pose, so don't be concerned if there is a little bit of movement. Trees move, so look to find the balance. Okay, if you need it, bring your hand back to the chair, slowly lower the other arm, and release your foot. Okay, working to the other side. Hand on chair side, holding the chair. Bring the other foot up. Remember, options just above the heel or onto the calf muscle or all the way up to the inner thigh. Arm away from the chair, lifts open to 45. And if you're happy to release the other side, take that up. Reach up tall. Good. Using the chair if you need it. Releasing slowly. And foot back to the ground. Okay, nice way. Come back to sit. Taking yourself right to the back of the chair. Hands into the lap. Lifting high into the chest. Supporting the height of the back. On an exhale, let the chin drop slightly forward. Becoming aware of the breath, we'll just have a short breathing practice, extending the exhale to twice the length of the inhale. Exhale completely. Full inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Allow the body to breathe as it needs to. Take your attention up to the crown of the head and imagine there's relaxation pouring in from the sky onto the top of your head, and just feel that release, that let go. Roll through the roots of the hairs, down into your neck. Feel the shoulders softening, feel the weight of the arms falling into the shoulders and onto your legs. Feel that relaxation coming down through the chest, into your belly, and feeling it move into the hips and the buttocks, and the hamstrings and the thighs. Feel it dropping down through the shins and the calf muscles, and down through the feet into the earth. Just feel that relaxation pouring through you. Feel the body responding, softening, letting go. Feel the tension draining from the face, from the eyelids, from the cheeks and the jaw, from your tongue. Notice the whole body relaxed. Bring your awareness to some spot on your breathing. Hold the attention on the breath and allow yourself to relax completely. Is your focus still on your breath? Let your awareness leave your breath. Awaken the toes. Awaken the thumbs and the fingers. Bring the toes to still. Bring your hands together. Rub the palms against each other to create some heat. And then place your hands over your eyes, feeling that warmth. Take a moment to thank yourself for taking this time to look after your body. Take a moment to thank your body for its amazing abilities. And take a moment to set the intention to find joy in this day. Keep the eyes closed, bring your hands to your heart center. And feel the vibration of the closing arm within the body. Deep inhale. Lower your chin to your chest. Slowly open your eyes. Namaste. Great work, guys. Once again, thank you very much for joining me for this opportunity to share my yoga with you. Do appreciate it. Go well. Enjoy your day. Catch up soon.